Welcome to Maneuvers Test. On a two-way interurban road, are you permitted to immobilize the vehicle, stop, or park on the left side? A yes, but only if the vehicle is completely off the roadway. B no, it is never permitted under any circumstance. C yes, if the dividing line is dashed and visibility is clear. The answer is B no, it is never permitted under any circumstance. On interurban roads, stopping and parking must always be done on the right side, off the roadway and shoulder. Parking on the left side is prohibited as it requires crossing into oncoming traffic. As a general rule, is it permitted to overtake at intersections and in their vicinity? A yes, always. B yes, but only at high speed. C no, except specific exceptions like roundabouts or sign priority. The answer is C no, except specific exceptions like roundabouts or sign priority. Overtaking at intersections is prohibited except in roundabouts, on the right if the vehicle turns left on priority roads, or when overtaking two-wheeled vehicles. In what way must a driver warn other road users that they intend to reduce speed significantly? A. Repeatedly using the brake light or moving the arm up and down. B. Using the right turn signal. C. Using the brake light and the left turn signal. The answer is A. Repeatedly using the brake light or moving the arm up and down. To warn of significant braking, you should repeatedly use the brake lights or move your arm up and down. Using turn signals is incorrect for this purpose, as they only signal turns or lateral movements. What means do agents use to remove a wrongly parked vehicle from the road if it constitutes an obstacle? A. Tow truck. B. Wheel clamp. C. It cannot be removed. The answer is A. Tow truck. Authorities will use a tow truck to remove vehicles parked illegally that pose a danger or obstruct traffic. A wheel clamp only immobilizes the vehicle and does not clear the roadway. How must the U-turn maneuver be executed to intercept the roadway for the shortest possible time? A. Waiting in the center of the road. B. Indicating in advance and performing the maneuver quickly in minimum space and time. C. Waiting for another driver's signal. The answer is B. Indicating in advance and performing the maneuver quickly in minimum space and time. A U-turn must be performed safely and efficiently by signaling in advance and minimizing the time spent on the roadway. The maneuver should be executed quickly and ideally in a single turn to avoid obstructing other road users. How must a driver warn of their intention to turn right? A. With the arm or the turn signal. B. With the horn or lights. C. Only with the arm. The answer is A. With the arm or the turn signal. Drivers must signal right turns using the right indicator or the left arm bent upwards if the lights fail. Both the mechanical signal and the manual alternative are valid under traffic regulations. Before opening the vehicle doors to get out, what must the driver and passengers mandatorily check? A. That no danger is caused to other road users. B. Only that no pedestrians are approaching. C. Just that no vehicles are coming. The answer is A, that no danger is caused to other road users. Before opening the doors or exiting the vehicle, you must ensure it does not cause danger or obstruction to other road users. It is mandatory to wait for a complete stop and look out for both pedestrians and vehicles. Once the overtaking of the orange car is completed, can the gray vehicle remain driving in the left lane? A, only if it doesn't bother others. B, yes. C, no, it must return to the right lane. The answer is C, no, it must return to the right lane. After overtaking, it is mandatory to return to the right lane once a safe distance has been established. Staying in the left lane is only allowed for an immediate further overtake without obstructing other vehicles. If you are on a dead-end street where it is impossible to make a U-turn, are you allowed to reverse out? A, yes, but only the minimum necessary distance. B, no, it's completely forbidden. C, yes, up to 20 meters. The answer is A, yes, but only the minimum necessary distance. In dead-end streets where moving forward or turning around is impossible, reversing is permitted for the minimum distance required to exit. There is no distance limit in this case, and entering an intersection is allowed if essential to leave the road. Is driving in reverse allowed on public roads as a general rule? A, only when it is not possible to move forward or change direction. B, whenever the driver wishes. C, in any maneuver within towns. The answer is A, only when it is not possible to move forward or change direction. Driving in reverse is prohibited except as a complement to another maneuver or when it is impossible to move forward or turn. In the latter case, the minimum distance necessary is allowed even if it involves crossing an intersection. Before accelerating in a merging lane, what must the driver make sure to verify? A, that others have seen them. B, that merging won't endanger others. C, that others are driving at a suitable speed. The answer is B, that merging won't endanger others. You must ensure you can merge without endangering or obstructing other vehicles on the main road. It is essential to observe the traffic flow and stop at the beginning of the acceleration lane if a safe entry is not possible. How should the reversing maneuver be carried out? A, always with seatbelt fastened. B, quickly to avoid slowing traffic. C, slowly and with caution. The answer is C, slowly and with caution. Reversing must be done slowly and cautiously, stopping if safety is not guaranteed. Drivers are exceptionally allowed to unfasten their seatbelt to improve visibility while reversing or parking. Where is it prohibited to stop or park if it puts the visibility of signage at risk? A, in the vicinity of traffic signs if the vehicle hides or reduces their visibility. B, next to an intersection even if the vehicle does not block the passage. C, alongside a safety barrier on a motorway or dual carriageway. The answer is A, in the vicinity of traffic signs if the vehicle hides or reduces their visibility. Stopping or parking is considered dangerous if the vehicle's height or position hides traffic signs or reduces their visibility. The prohibition specifically applies when it prevents other drivers from seeing the sign's information. Before starting any maneuver on the road, Is it mandatory to observe traffic and surroundings? A. No, it can be done later. B. Yes, always. C. It's only recommended. The answer is B. Yes, always. It is mandatory to always observe before performing any maneuver following the MSM rule, mirror, signal, maneuver. Checking the mirrors is the essential first step to ensure the safety of all road users. When rejoining traffic from a parked position, is the driver required to yield the right-of-way? A. Yes, always. B. No. C. It is only recommended. The answer is a yes, always. When rejoining traffic from a stop or parking position, you must yield to vehicles already on the road. It is mandatory to ensure the maneuver is safe for all road users beforehand. With which optical signals must the driver warn of the execution of a reverse maneuver? A. Only brake lights. B. Reverse lights and direction indicators. C. Position and emergency lights. The answer is B. Reverse lights and direction indicators. Reversing must be signaled using the corresponding white light. If the maneuver involves a turn or lateral movement, turn signals must also be used. In a limited time parking zone, what rule applies regarding the permit and time limits? A. It is allowed if it does not bother others. B. It is forbidden if no permit is displayed or time limit is exceeded. C. It is allowed at any time. The answer is B. It is forbidden if no permit is displayed or time limit is exceeded. Parking in limited time zones is prohibited without displaying a permit or exceeding the paid time limit. Violating these conditions is a regulatory infraction regardless of whether traffic is obstructed. When merging onto a main road from a side road, at what exact moment should the driver switch off the turn signal? And once the maneuver is fully completed and the vehicle is already integrated into the new lane. B. Before crossing the line of the main road, to avoid confusing other drivers. C. Turn signals are unnecessary. Using the horn is enough to indicate the maneuver. The answer is A. Once the maneuver is fully completed and the vehicle is already integrated into the new lane. Turn signals must remain active throughout the entire maneuver and be switched off only when the vehicle is fully aligned in the new lane. The horn is for emergency use only and never replaces optical signaling. If traffic circumstances force you to stop in a merging lane, where must you do it? A. At the start of the lane. B. At the end of the lane. C. Anywhere along the lane. The answer is A. At the start of the lane. You should stop at the beginning of the lane to have enough space to accelerate. This allows you to reach the proper speed before safely merging into traffic. What is the main objective of the approach phase when arriving at an intersection? A. Increase speed before entering. B. Pick up pedestrians if needed. C. Prepare to approach the intersection. The answer is C. Prepare to approach the intersection. Crossing an intersection involves the approach, entry, and crossing phases. During approach, you must observe, signal, choose the correct lane, and adjust speed to cross safely. I hope this review was helpful. Remember to visit dintratus.com to practice with thousands of updated questions. Good luck with your exam.